Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today I'm going to be talking about iOS 7 and basically everything about it. iOS 7 Beta 1 was released on June 10th, and there's a couple ways to get it. One way is to register your UDID, which costs $8 or $5 depending on which service you use, and the other way is to get it for free by upgrading through iTunes. And the way to do that is to basically download the iOS 7 ISPW file and upgrade through iTunes by holding shift and clicking upgrade and selecting the iOS 7. But let's just talk about iOS 7 as a whole. iOS 7 is basically for A5 devices, and those devices are the iPhone 5, iPod Touch 5th generation, new iPad, and the iPhone 4S. And the reason I say that is because on A4 devices, there is no parallax on the home screen, there is no smoothness to the operating system anymore. It's very laggy, and it's kind of scrunched together. And I really don't think that has anything to do with the processor. I think that's more of a screen resolution thing for the iPhone 4 and 4S, and basically everything before the 4S. But to me, it feels like Beta 1 was not really supposed to be meant for A4 processors, and every device before the iPhone 4S. So basically, what I think it was meant for was mainly the iPhone 5, and to test the performance in it, I think it was meant for A5 chips, but not for A4. So we all love iOS 7. It has a lot of new features, and it's really a great system. But a lot of people don't really like how it looks. And that's all going to be changing in iOS 7 Beta 2. Beta 1 is to basically get feedback from the public and to test how it reacts on different devices. Depending on how the public reacts to how much they like iOS 7, Apple will change the appearance and or implement new features or take some away. That's how beta goes. Apple releases it to the public, they get feedback, they change it around. They may still implement quick reply and quick compose, so for everyone who's looking for that, don't worry, it may still be in there in Beta 2 or the final release. Keep your hopes, it may happen. But the scheme that you saw in Beta 1 is not going to stay. Or it may, depending on how much feedback they get. So keep an open mind with this. It's still in beta stages, so everything's going to change. Or it may not. But there definitely will be bug fixes, and maybe aesthetic changes, and maybe some even feature changes, but who knows, that's all to Apple's decision. Now, the second thing I wanted to cover was for those of you who downloaded iOS 7 Beta 1. Now, for those of you who downloaded the beta by registering your UDID, you guys are fine. And when I say that, I mean by the time iOS 7 Beta 2 comes out, you will be able to upgrade to Beta 2 with no problem. Those of you who upgraded by not registering your UDID, when you try to upgrade to iOS 7 Beta 2, you will notice that your UDID is not registered. And what I mean by that is that your UDID will not be registered, and Apple will not give you iOS 7 Beta 2. You'll have a system confliction and your device will be bricked. So, those of you who upgraded without registering your UDID, don't upgrade to iOS 7 Beta 2 because your device will be bricked. Now, there is a fix for that, I think, but I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. So you have to take that into consideration. If there is a brick fix, maybe go for it, but if there isn't, definitely do not upgrade to iOS 7 Beta 2 if you did not register your UDID because your device will be bricked. My recommendation to you is when the time comes, don't upgrade to Beta 2 or downgrade to 6.1.3. I'll have a link to how to upgrade to iOS 7 in the description below, and I'll also have a link in the video to downgrade back down to 6.1.3. So I hope this video really gave you guys some information on iOS 7. If it didn't, well, I'm sorry guys, but I tried my best. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I really hope you guys like it, and stay tuned for more Apple and gaming updates. Thanks, guys.